guys, today I want to talk about this idiotic person, a Bangladeshi in Singapore, working in Singapore as a construction worker. His name is Sharif. I'm really a fucker. All the while, I've been complaining about how he worked in Singapore for 16 years. They're saying that the employer ill-treated him. I feel so nauseated after listening whatever the book he wrote about Singapore or how it's badly treated by his employer. Then why is he in Singapore working? He should go back to his Bangladesh, that third world country that is horrible. That is a third world country. If he want, he go back to his third world country to continue his life. Why he want to come to Singapore and disturb Singaporeans and disturb Singapore? And he worked for 16 years complaining about how he was locked down because of COVID. He cannot go, cannot surf the internet, things like that. A lot of things, and he written on social media. He has written even on books, say that he's badly treated. Don't have time to do that. The earning is so low, all this and all this. But yet, he have time to enjoy himself in writing books. And not only that, he even have extravagant lifestyle with friends. Is he suffering in Singapore? This man is ungrateful and unappreciative of what Singapore has given him. Yet he still can so shamelessly to say that he is badly treated in Singapore. Who does he think he is? He's just only a low-class person. Low class, of course, low class. First, he's from a third world country. Second, he really low class. And he thinks he's very educated by writing a book to show off and publish it. I wonder who gave him the money to publish the book anyway. And he got so much time to write a book to complain about Singapore. He thinks he's very educated, but in fact, he's a low-class person. Low class want to add high class. It's not I despise him, but I really despise him because he's abused Singapore and take advantage of Singapore. In a way, he's a freeloader living in Singapore. He still want the MOM to provide him this and that. And now what happened is that money collector came to his workplace to collect money from the employer. And he's the one who owe money. But he said, oh, I didn't owe money. I am innocent. And he even could go to the police station to report the case. Is Singapore money collectors so unprofessional? First, Singapore is a first world country. Second, Singapore is a very lawful country. Is there any money collector dare to collect money from someone who have not owed them any money? Think about it. It's not countries like other third world countries. Even in Malaysia, those loan shark of money collectors don't even have the standard of Singapore money collectors. It's not that I like money collectors. It's not that I like those loan sharks, okay? So do you think that money collector will out of no reason went to his workplace to collect money? Look at this Sharif having an extravagant life, and yet keep on complaining about Singapore. Maybe he even play online gambling. Who knows? This is what I found from the Bangladeshi news. A lot of Bangladeshi like to gamble online nowadays. And we don't know what this fucker Sharif doing. We don't know whether he got gambling habit. We don't know whether he got prostitution habit. We don't know what habit he has. But he could say that he's suffering because of he working in Singapore. And because of the money collector issue, he was fired by the company. And he blamed police and MOM this time. If I am the employer, and I receive such a letter from money collector, of course I will ask the shit, the fucker, to get out of the company because I don't want to have any trouble, right? So it's nothing to do with MOM, nothing to do with the police at all. And this fucker saying that it's MOM fault for leaking out his information to maybe to those money collectors. And then he find another job in another company. And again, the same thing happened. The money collector came to the workplace to find him and he was fired again. And he blamed against the MOM for leaking out information. What kind of nonsensical person he is, and truly a big society pest in Singapore. He ungrateful, he not appreciative of what Singapore has given him, and he's still bragging how bad his life was in Singapore. Go back to his third world country then. What for coming to Singapore? Does he know that many people like Filipinos, how hard they wish to come to Singapore to work? But unfortunately, it's very difficult. And what you do is to go to Saudi Arabia, which is even worse than Singapore. No humanity, no human rights. Even for the women, they have to wear some masks. This is what the Filipinos are facing in Saudi Arabia right now. And this guy, Sharif, is so ungrateful of what Singapore provided him. Totally a freeloader ungrateful brat. When I see this guy, I really want to puke. He could even so boastful about whatever minister standing beside him or standing behind him when taking some photos. Really an idiotic person. And he wants supporters to support him just because his employer fired him and the money collector come after him. What does he want, huh? He want to run away from debt collectors? And now he's asking for MOM for shelter for him, for some food for him, because he's out of job. Bloody hell, didn't he save up enough money? Well, he has been working in Singapore for 16 years. Plus, he has been publishing books. What kind of person he is? Ungrateful shit. How can he do that to Singapore? Is this how he repaired to Singapore after working 16 years in Singapore and take whatever Singapore has given him? If he doesn't like to work in Singapore, why is he staying in Singapore for 16 years and keep on complaining that how shitty Singapore employer has been treating him? He doesn't deserve any respect at all. Let me sum up everything about him. Number 1, freeloader. Number 2, boastful minister standing behind. And he wants people to respect him. Third, he's still having extravagant lifestyle despite his complaining about his pay. 4, how much he got so much time to write book despite how the employer has ill treated him. He's a liar, big liar, right? 5th, deceitful. Is he planning to get away from his debt he owed to the money collectors? Hopefully that a lot of Singaporeans can think about it and not to be deceived by this kind of ungrateful brat. Working and also receiving benefits in Singapore. Remember, subscribe, like, and share. Ciao.